What's up, fellas? Ladies.
He comes out in the pit. Did you give him his phone?
What are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about two personalities for every person.
Females. Two personalities?
You want to speak to females? No, two personalities for each person. Meaning what?
Why? You guys said it wasn't two-faced.
No, I said personalities.
And also, what do you mean by that?
Well, that's what I'm asking you, bitch.
Damn it, you can barely breathe after you ate, you fat whore.
Two personalities means having two personalities. No, not necessarily. You can be good and bad at the same time.
Okay.
Well, not at the same time.
Okay, explain good way. I know the bad way, two-faced.
No, okay.
Okay, but explain the good way to me.
You see a homeless guy on the side of the road, you stop over and give him $5.
Or food.
Or food, or clothes, or shoes, or whatever you got in your room. Even flick a penny at his fucking face.
That's fucked up, but alright.
Yeah. Explain back. Give it back.
Two-faced, bro. Like you could be good at, like, to somebody, and personally, like, you know, like me and you. Say we could be like, oh, homies, WWE and shit, but behind your back, I'm talking shit. That's like two-faced to me.
Look, I'm gonna use myself as an example.
Okay, let's do yourself.
When I'm at the gym, when I go inside, like barely like fresh 5 minutes in, I try to say what's up to everybody. I try to be friendly. I try to be like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But as soon as they start fucking throwing weights around and dogging me and looking at me like all fucking like don't belong there. Yeah, like just people that just fucking just.
But that's different. That's
no,
turning
it
on.
Exactly, two personalities. You go from one to another.
Yeah, you're like, what's up, all cool and shit, but once he dogs you and shit like that, you're like, fuck.
Yeah,
okay,
you're like, this is the thing that snaps.
Okay, it's not. Okay, I
Shut
guess
up,
it could be
bitch.
two personalities.
Yeah, that's.
But it's like when it comes to work too. Like say, like, you know, like us, like when we were chums.
Yeah, you gotta be professional and then non-professional,
and then,
which
like, you know,
free time.
Like us, that we were captains, you know, and shit like that. Like we had
Shut
to like.
the fuck up.
Once we went out that door, it was a whole different thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess you got like that way, but yeah, I always thought about it like being two-faced.
Okay, so having
You are
two.
two-faced.
Come on in here, don't be a chump.
So having two, do you think having two personalities?
No, because there's a good way and a bad way. Like being a leader, like, you know, and at work, that's you have two different personalities.
Okay.
Like,
do
say
you
with your
have
friend.
to have two personalities?
No, I mean you don't have to, but I mean you could have it because, you know, like.
I think it's essential that you have two personalities.
You think it's essential?
Even more personalities if you can. Think about it. Think about it real good.
I don't know. It's not essential. I mean, you could be the same person the whole time, but I mean, nobody would really like that because then you'd be a dick at work, be a dick at home.
But what if you were like a humble dude?
But then, you know, at work you can't be humble because you gotta be a leader. Well, it depends.
Why can't you be humble and a leader at the same time?
Yeah, you can.
No,
that's
you can't
leader.
be humble and a leader.
Being a leader is not a personality though.
I guess it's a trait.
It's like a trait. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
You're a
Yeah,
dumb
okay.
bitch. I should have been in the video.
Come on,
No,
through.
I'm good.
Oh, man.
Okay, so what are some personalities that you have been through, or that you met somebody and you met like a different personality on different people?
Like just at work, like
Anywhere.
God.
anywhere. Just like us, bro. Like being, like, you know, we're more chill and laid back outside of work, but when it was work, we're more strict and.
I don't necessarily believe that, but I.
Oh, you know? What were you then?
Bro, you telling me that we were like straight fucking arrows when we used to work?
Okay, not straight as a straight
making
arrow,
it seem
but
like
we were
that.
straighter than what we were
You think
outside.
so?
What'd you say? What did
Yeah, he like it seemed like that.
No, I'm trying to say he's trying to make it seem like he's a
Oh.
straight ass arrow.
No, I'm not saying like we
He's
were
the softest nigga there.
straight, like straight as a fucking arrow, but we were more straighter than what we were outside of work. Cause you know, outside of work we were always.
Well, outside of work, you don't gotta worry about nothing and leading nothing.
See what I mean?
So I mean, you
So why are you trying to say there's straight arrows and outside of work?
actually that's kind of false because even when you're outside, you gotta watch out what you do. You
But
can't
you
just
mean-
go fucking full savage in there.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
but-
not full savage, but we go back to our original ways. You know what I'm saying? Like at work, we actually give a shit because it's our work.
Not necessarily.
Okay, then what do you? Okay, then you go.
I think maybe when you're around family and when you're not around family, instead of work, you're with family. That makes sense.
I'm
Well,
a person.
in my sense,
Okay.
because because my family doesn't swear,
Yeah, they're more
and
like,
I'm all like,
Fuck, bitch, skank, whore.
your family's like this.
Finger him in the asshole.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Spit off my wiener.
But you see, hey, but you see my family. You see how my family is. That's how I am.
Yeah, that's what I said. Me.
Well, actually, I have changed because before I met my wife, I used to be like my family, very outspoken, very
Not giving a
fuck.
wild.
I can
But
see
once I got with my wife in 6-7 years, I kind of became more of a
A
quiet
soft nigga.
Not soft, but more
Queer.
quieter.
Faggot. A little bitch. Reserved whore.
Not reserved either,
You
but
not
I became
wanting me
more
no more.
mellow. And before I used to be outspoken and not give a shit.
Like,
Thought
I'm
he was
going.
the shit.
Yeah, like I'm going, and like when I'm with my wife, I kind of had to calm that shit down.
So do you think that was a good,
You
It
couldn't.
was
bad.
bad. It was bad.
bad?
Because you
Bad.
couldn't be yourself.
So what?
Very,
You couldn't
very
be
bad.
yourself.
Yeah, because you can't be yourself.
I couldn't.
Exactly what the
So
guy
now
was
I'm
saying.
getting back to my original ways of being outgoing, outspoken, and energetic, and
You're soft.
being the life of the party, like this little bitch over here.
So I think it's necessary to have 2 personalities or more, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you gotta have personalities that fit your, like fit you as in who you are and what describes you. Does that make sense?
And don't change for other people. Be you no matter what.
Actually, you can change for other people, honest. If like so say tomorrow, fucking I see the most beautiful woman in my life flashes between my eyes, I would change for that person, knowing
for the
that
bad
it
or
was
for the better?
knowing that it was gonna change my life for the rest of my life, and I was gonna live happily ever after. Of course, I would change. I would change like that. You don't think so?
Why haven't you changed for me
Because
then?
shut the fuck up.
No, I'm not saying like that. Like if it's for the better, yeah. But if you're gonna quit being who you are,
Yeah. So don't
change
who
for
you
the
are.
better.
Yeah.
Don't change. Don't be less of you for someone.
Else.
Yes, exactly. But if you're gonna change for the better, go for it. But if they're trying to change you for the worse and not keep you from being who you are, I say no.
Very wise words.
Been through that shit, and I say no.
You're a soft ass nigga.
Shut the fuck up, lame chump ass bitch.
So be yourself. Have multiple personalities. All for the better.
All for the better.
And keep being you without being fucking someone else that you're not. Or someone else who you ain't.
Or if they're trying to better you for a better person, like for you to be a better person, I'll go for that.
There's a lot of people that make you want to be something else.
Yeah,
something more.
Yeah, there is relationships where they try to bring the best out of you and try to push you to be better than who
And not
you are.
necessarily in relationships.
Just
it can be
friends.
Works,
Friends,
friends,
people.
family.
Yes, that's true.
And,
Very true.
Like us. We don't even fucking know you, but yet here we are speaking the wisdom, speaking the truth.
Sharing our wisdom.
You know what I'm saying?
Christian don't got much of it.
Oh, we about to beg part of this motherfucker in the back.
But yeah, have multiple fucking orgasms. I mean,
A lot.
personalities, and see you next time.
This nigga said orgasm.